Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Tavern Brawl, and it's brawliseum. Let's spend 1,000 gold on potentially getting 2 packs or 3 packs. No, I don't think so. No one do this, please. It's a con. Just because it's Blizzard doesn't mean you trust everything they do. They're actually really horrible. They're taking people's money. There's an expansion coming out this week or next week, and he's going to need this to get to 2,000. So they want to make people spend their money, their gold. They think, oh, it's free, it's only gold. And they don't realise there's a mini set coming out. They won't be able to buy it, so maybe they'll use real gold or the new whatever it's called, runestones. Alright, well, we're going to show you instead, give you a treat, my own Quadruple win condition Demon Hunter. It's got Sire Denathrius as a win condition, it's got Jace as a win condition, it's got the relics and artificial Zymox as a win condition, and it's also got, in certain cases, Theotar as a win condition, basically by stealing another person's win condition. And also you've got other very powerful things like Zilax. If you get good Zilax down, it can start doing massive damage. Kurtrus, especially in conjunction with Lady Setheno. You've got Kurtrus up, you play Setheno, lots of spells, refresh your hero power over and over, you can easily get to 20 damage once you've got 10 mana. How do we start this off? We always want to keep relics and card draw. If you have a look at this deck, we've got a massive amounts of card draw. We've got 2, 4, 6 with Fossil Fanatic. You can even go to 8 if you pair it with multi-strike. Let's call it 6. Then you've got 8. And you've got... this can get you card draw as well. They got 9. That's one of my recent additions where I felt like, the deck needed something like this. Then 10 and 11. And of course you've got 12. So it's 12 cards which draw cards theoretically. Let's just take it slow to start off with, see what he's doing. This is the ramp druid, or some form of ramp druid. Don't see that one often. Alright, so we'll maximise our card draw while we can. This is really nice. Okay. Right, so now if that is his highest cost card and that's a valuable card, be nice to steal it. This could be like prestor druid. It's really strange. Don't see that very often. Alright, I'm doing this just so I start buffing this up. Okay. So we're really looking for relic vault here because we do have some relics in hand. Wow, he is dredging on turn 4. Interesting. Turn 3 even. What's he expecting to get? This is a bit risky. Actually, no, I can do this. This is fine.
What a find, and fully intact.
Let's try this. It's risky. I want it to hit the... Yep, we hit it. That's good. And now we just... a little hero power. Kill that off. Fell Barrage very good, especially if he's an aggro deck. But we'll see what this card is soon enough. I'm assuming it's prestor. Is it Garth? Yeah, this is prestor coming out. Yeah, it's prestor druid. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Oh my goodness. Do we play this now while we still can? I can do this and this. It gives me 5 attack. Go into the prestor, then do that. Okay. Just to dishearten him, I'll play the fell badge which we drew. This shouldn't be a problem. I never faced a prestor druid with this deck before. I can't see it as being a major problem. Okay, I could play fell barrage here again. Actually, I could play multi-strike. Aha, interesting. I should really get on with these. Okay. Yeah, I still want to draw the cards. I got powerful cards, turns coming up. Okay, he's getting in trouble. He's really letting me just develop my board here. So I think next time we'll play Relic of Dimension, see if we could get something good. Just keep the card draw going. If we get Jace, we're almost guaranteed to win because we played so many. We've got 2 Chaos Strikes. We've still got to play one of them. Fell Barrage. That's 12 damage just by itself there. Predation as well. It'd be nice if we got a Naga to get it cheaper. Okay, well, it's a bit risky. We need something which is playable this turn. Denathrius is nice. Okay, let's play this. Oh, very good. So now we've got the Naga. We can actually throw these 2 face. See what we draw here first. Okay, so we're basically on 10 mana, so we'll make sure our hand's empty-ish. This does 5 damage, not amazing, but playing very slowly here. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't won this already, to be honest. It's playing extremely slow. Right, there you go. Finally the defensive card's coming out. And he's drawing, obviously, if it's prestor druid. I think this is pretty good. That's pretty good, isn't it? Probably the best in terms of just raw stats. We'll kill that off. So we're going to draw a card off this. So better maybe play predation here.
Pick me.
Any questions?
He just left this song for so long. I just drawn through my deck so quickly. Look at that. He's got 28 cards, I've got 18. So I've drawn 10 cards more than him. Okay. Yeah, this looks like an easy win, I think. Can't speak too soon, never know what crazy dragons he might be getting. Okay, but does he have any nature spells? Oh, he does. Alright. That kills off my 9/4, but it leaves me with my 2/2 up as well. problem with this is he's going to draw cards now. That's what I'm really worried about. Still quite low there. Denathrius there. He's going to be drawing a lot of cards now. That is really awkward. So maybe we play the Relic of Dimensions first. We played another composting. Okay. Interesting how he's leaving that up again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. I can almost make him overdraw here. So many options, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've got this into that, so maybe I play something with lots of minions this turn. Let's try this. Let's try that. Oh, nice. That is really good. Got 9 damage. I can't see him getting anything good here. So we just push the damage here. 9. Could play this with brown. So let's start empty out my hand just to give us the extra option. No more. We've drawn all our fell spells. Okay, nice. Alright. Down to 15 cards. Now, and he doesn't have Theotar or Mutanus, so I can't see how he can possibly win this unless he gets a Kazakazan or something and then draws cards and just kills me this turn. Kills half of his board. Yeah. I think we're fine here. Okay, could be Zilag, could be Jace, could be Theotar. Oh my goodness, that would be terrible. No, don't have Theotar. Oh my goodness, that is scary. I think I better play the Denathrius this turn. Yeah, I've got Bran. Let's just hope he doesn't play Theotar. Oh, he got that one. He just kills these off. $24, yeah, this is lethal. I think it's still lethal. Oh, 13. It's tricky. So 14, 28. So 18. Does he have 18 in health? 4, 17, 18, 19, 21. So I need 3 damage from somewhere. What am I talking about? I've got Bran.
My hunt goes on.
I could get Jace from this. That's another way of doing it. So we'll try this way. We've got potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got the Jace. Nice. Okay. So this is lethal. This is definitely lethal. Especially if I play this first. I'm not even sure if I have to attack with Jace. I think I've just got lethal here anyway. Oh, it's lucky I could even play Jace there. I think I've killed him already. I think the Bran Jace is just gonna kill him. Yeah. Yeah, we've got the predations and we've got the so many predations here, and we've also got the fell barrages. It's probably going to do about 40 damage just with that brand Jace. Yeah. Okay, just showing you my new deck. So only got time for this one game, unfortunately, but that usually means I might actually win the next game, because I tend to lose games when I'm actually recording, especially this one. It's not the highest win rate. 57% is really good. I'm climbing slowly up to Diamond 5. I've been playing basically exclusively this deck, and I've been fiddling about with it. Let's have a very quick look at it. So as you say, I'm not sure what I'm going to write in the title, but this is a quadruple threat, quadruple win condition deck. So you've got your fell spells, yeah. Everything here is either is geared towards one of the win conditions, right, or it's card draw. So we've got Denathrius, because we've got a decent amount of minions which will die over time, and Denathrius will be a decent one. It's not like a swarm demon hunter where Denathrius is going to get to 40 really quickly or something like that. But Denathrius is a win condition, especially if we reduce its cost with Relic of Dimensions. This is a very important part of the whole deck, is reducing the cost in close matches of our win conditions. So if you've got Denathrius, you pair that with Bran. You've got Jace. You saw we actually managed to get the Jace down as well as the Zymox there. Zillax is really the only card which isn't really part of our win condition, and Kurtrus as well, but they kind of do set up the Denathrius nicely, and it takes care of a board. They can build up to be nasty as well. A nice combinations, once you've got Kurtrus already done and you've got a couple of minions on board, or even without a couple of minions on board, you play a Lady Setheno, and she's a Naga, and if you've got Predation in hand, you basically hero power for 2, and then you play Predation for 3 damage to face, and then you can play hero power again. So it's 3 mana plus 2 hero powers, gives you Lady Setheno's attack. It's 2 plus the Predations, 3, it's 5 plus 2 hero powers. So really for 5 mana you've already got basically 7 damage, and if you've got another Predation, that's another, for another mana for the hero power, you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get up to 14 with just 1 extra mana. Then you, let's say you've got a Fury, throw that in as well. Let's say it's on 3 attack. Then you've got 3 attack as well, plus Lady Setheno is another 2 attack. You can do some really good things. I won a game just with Lady Setheno, I think today actually. It just, that combination of Predation and Lady Setheno and the Kurtrus hero power was just like overwhelming. I got like some down to 4 health, and they couldn't deal with that. Yeah, so let's just go through each card and we'll explain to you what you're looking for. For the mulligans, you basically almost always want anything which draws cards, which is cheap. So Sigil of Alacrity I keep, Chaos Strike I'll keep, Spectral Sight, especially if it's a left hand card, you definitely keep that. It doesn't mean you use your card draw straight away, but you need to have the card draw when you start running out, so you've got backup to draw more cards. And what else would I keep usually? If I got Lady Setheno and a Predation, I might keep them against an aggressive matchup. But it's hard to tell what's going to be an aggressive matchup. You've got to assume you're facing an aggressive matchup, and you always want to mulligan hard. Also relics, I think you always keep any relics you get, because they just scale up. You need to scale them up earlier. Relic of Extinction, where the other 2, Relic of Phantasms and Relic of Dimensions. Those are your 3 relics, and you've got your relic vault. Okay, so So that's 1 win condition, that's 9 cards, 6 relics, plus your 2 vaults, plus your artificer, Zymox. These names are ridiculous. Right, that's your 1 win condition, just drawing through things quickly enough and just tempering onto the board before they can deal with anything. Usually the relics won't win by themselves, but they can. They can if you get like some massive phantasms, like a 9/9 and a 10/10 with Relic Vault. It's literally 3 mana for 38 stats. That's more than a Ivus with 20 mana. Okay, anyway, so looking at the actual cards, we've got Fury. I tend not to like to use this until it's 3 attack, which is after 5 mana. So when Jace comes, then, you know, this effect replays with 3 attack rather than 2. The relics we spoke about, definitely keep them, especially if you're against a early board based opponent. Sigil of Luxury I would generally keep as well because it draws a card. So Finley Sea Guide, I'm not really impressed with him, to be honest. I might just drop him. It's if you've got a really bad hand and you want to swap it, but the problem is this is very anti-synergistic because we want to keep things in our hands like Sire Denathrius and the Artifice to infuse them, and Finley basically stops us doing that. If we've drawn these already, we can't infuse them anymore. I'm not too keen on Finley. I think I might just change it, maybe change him for some more card draw and Need for Greed, or maybe another Adraki Warblades. We'll come on to that in a minute, or maybe even might even put in Topple the Idol, which we did have in our original deck. Chaos Strike, brilliant card. It does card draw, it gives you attack, which buffs up your Kurtrus demons, and also it gives you more Jace power. Fel Barrage, really powerful card, especially if you're having a swarm type strategies playing against you, like Imp Warlock or Aggro Druid. Fossil Fanatic for the card draw, try pairing that with multi-strike if possible. You saw in that game how powerful it was. I drew through so much of my deck because he just didn't deal with it, he didn't respect it. It's really good because I got lots of fel spells, about 10 fel spells I think. So we've got Fury, Chaos Strike, Fel Barrage, Multi-Strike and Predation. So it's my 5 fel spells which get replayed. Notice I've only taken the fel spells which can go face. I didn't take Chaos Nova, which can actually destroy my own board, because I don't necessarily want to destroy the board after playing Jace. So I didn't take this card. I have seen one other player playing this card. I'm not impressed. You may as well just play Dredge. The Dredge card, Topple the Idol. You've got enough expensive cards to hit on something which is 5 anyway, or 4. Very likely to hit something which is 4 and above, and effectively you've got a Chaos Nova which doesn't destroy your own board with Jace, and also this has a potential of clearing even higher boards, and it also has the advantage of dredging. So you can actually pick the card you want, even if it's not optimal for the board clear, like a regular dredge card. Okay, Relic Vault, explain that. Spectral Sight, brilliant, more card draw. Adraki Warblades is one of the optional cards you have. I find that it's so useful against super aggro decks that if you manage to pair this with multi-strike and you get like a Fury in, you can remove 2 big minions and you can actually heal up from. I had a game where I was like down to 23 against a hunter, I think it was. One of those type of decks, and I healed up to 34, and you know, just by this you could even put a second one in, as I said, if you're not happy with the Finley. Bran is really strong card if you manage to reduce its cost, because then you can pair it with any of our win conditions, any of these three, as you saw in the last game, or even with Quadruple. Having like 4 8/4 demons on the board as opposed to 2 8/4 demons can make a big difference for some decks, just can't deal with it. Lady Stena, we said we've got a lot of cheap spells, so this is actually quite a powerful card. I don't think it's essential for this deck. You can feel free to put more card draw in if you want. Predation, not essential, but it's a really good card, especially as we've got a few Nagas. We've got Lady Stena and we've got School Teacher. We might have another Naga floating around, but I don't think so. Yeah, okay. But we want the Predation to juice up the Jace. Prince Renathal, obviously, because we want to fit all the cards in the deck. Relic of Phantasms. I don't like playing this first, and I like to maybe even throwing away this on an empty board, just so I can get a bit more value out of that. 2/2/2s, or 2/2/2s and 3/3s if you pair it with Relic Vault. Flanking Maneuver, again, fantastic board clear and board control for 4 mana, and it juices up your infused cards at the same time, and also it helps you with Quadruple as well. If you've already got the Quadruple equipped, it helps with hero powers because these can attack straight away. School Teacher, you can get relics out of this, you can get fell spells out of that. I can't remember, I think Jace replays fell spells which are cast with the Nagaling. I can't remember, but you can get some other spells which you might not usually take. Like for example, draw your lowest 2-cost minions, which is generally something you don't want in this deck because 3 mana to draw 2 mana minions is just not efficient. But if it costs you 1 mana to play this, then it's much better. We could get Coordinated Strike, which helps with board clear, with it synergizes with Quadruple's hero power, helps you with the infuse, or we could get a bit of heal. Remember, these two basically can do 3 damage and 3 heal because the Nagaling is not counted as outcast. That's important to know. Then you've got some other nice spells which you might want to get. I think I used Sigil of Flame once just to help control a very aggressive board. Yeah. Sigil of Silence, I think I was offered once. The Feast of Souls, if you've got the setup, Feast of Souls can be useful. Anyway, coming on to our next win condition is Theotar the Mad Duke. Basically, this is really powerful against Quest Priest, because Quest Priest can't complete the quest and play their Xyrella quest reward on the same turn, so you save it till that turn. They complete the quest, then you play Theotar. Hopefully you'll get a Bran and you've got a good chance of stealing their quest reward. Other quest completions like what you see, Quest Hunter, or even Quest Rogue, things like that, which you might see, Quest Warrior with a Rakara Pirate card. You're unlikely to be able to use this. They'll usually play around Theotar, they'll only complete the quest and then play the quest reward on the same turn. That's my experience, but you know, you could save it for them just in case they misplay. Need for Greed, it's another tech card I put in, or additional card, just for the card draw, literally just for the card draw. 3 mana, draw 3 cards is exactly what you want, because you've got so many good cards in the deck, but it's very hard to cycle through to get all of them. You want to make sure you've got plenty of card draw. We've got a lot of card draw in this deck, like we said earlier. Relic of Dimensions is really a very key card. You do not want to play this if there's any chance it's getting counter-spelled by a Carney or by a Mage counter-spell, or even Freezing Trap since this is our most expensive spell, by a Hunter. So be very careful using this. This draws 4 cards if paired with the Relic Vault. So bear that in mind. If you've got 7 cards, in hand, and you've got 5 mana. You can play Relic Vault, draw 4 cards, you'll be left with a full hand, but it's very likely you have something which is playable, especially if you've got if you've already played 1 or 2 relics beforehand, because the cost is going to be reduced by 3 or 4. And as you can see, a lot of our deck, most of our deck is playable for 4 mana or less. There you've got Kurtrus, just a fantastic card. As I said, it's got lovely synergy with Lady Sitheno and flanking maneuver, and yeah, and it's also pretty good with Draki Warblades, similarly with Jace as well. Good synergy with Draki Warblades, even if you don't win the game with the Jace, but if you've got a Draki Warblades equipped, you can have a massive heal of maybe about 15 or something. If you, with all the furies, and if you've got a multi-strike and you hit twice with the Draki Warblades on the same turn, so you might get like 10 attack twice, so you're up for 20, and that's why this is such a good card. Might even put a second one in instead of the Finley. I'm really not impressed with Finley at all, to be honest, as I said. Then we finish off with the Zilag of the Abyss. If you don't have these expensive cards, it doesn't destroy the idea of the deck. Just get another Need to Greed, another Draki Warblades. You do need to have these 3 cards though, because these are key. The idea of having a quadruple threat Demon Hunter is to play around this card, Theotar. So he thinks he's won the game, he's stolen our Denathrius. No, you haven't won the game, sorry. My relics and my Jace can win the game by themselves, and I can even steal your original win condition with my Theotar. It can get dodgy against Burgle Priest. That's a 1 deck which gets really annoying. I think I had 3 of my win conditions either eaten by Mutanus or stolen by Theotar. That was really hard. But besides that, it's pretty good deck to play around Theotar. That's probably, I think that's the original reason I wanted to put multiple win conditions in. So I don't, oh, you stole my Denathrius. What can I do now? Lost. No, we've got Jace is a very powerful win condition, and this is also kind of a win condition, just with the relics, just with the tempo and the value you get from it. I think got Kurtrus and minions and stuff. Yeah, that's basically the deck, right? So you get used to this deck. You get the feel of what your mulligans should be, how quickly you should be playing things out. You can be patient. If you see they're playing slow in the first few decks, don't worry about playing too quickly. You can take your time as well. Try prioritizing card draw. You want to find these Relic of Dimensions and the Relic Vault. Ideally, that's your like guff hero power sort of thing. It makes you basically like a druid, where you could play like a Bran and a ridiculously expensive card on the same turn easily. Some people might want to put in the, what's it called, the Kel'Thas card. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think you need the Kel'Thas card. You can win just as well, just with the reductions you get from Relic of Dimensions and from Sigil of Alacrity. Yeah, I think that's basically it about this deck. So I'm calling it Big Relic Demon Hunter. Or maybe you could call it Quadruple Threat Demon Hunter, or 4 win condition Demon Hunter. Anyway, I hope you try this deck out and enjoy it, and tell me how you found it in the comments. Thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.